How old are the hobbits? We know that they are related to men, but what is their origin? Do they date all the way back to the Second Age, or even further? What do the books say? We know that hobbits were around long before they settled in the Shire. In the beginning prologue concerning hobbits, we see that they are called an unobtrusive but very ancient people. Now this is only one of 5 references to the hobbits being ancient in the prologue to The Lord of the Rings. But how ancient is ancient? How far back do the hobbits go? We also read in the prologue, the beginning of hobbits lies far back in the elder days that are now lost and forgotten. The question now is, how far back is the elder days? Later on in the book, we get an idea several times of how far back the elder days are. One example is when Gimli is talking to Sam in Moria. He says that the world was fair, the mountains tall, in elder days before the fall, of mighty kings in Nargothrond and Gondolin, who now beyond. This is just one example where it is clear that elder days refers to the first age. So hobbits don't just date back to the Second Age, they date all the way back to the First Age. That being said, hobbits are not mentioned at all, yet it is clear that hobbits had in fact lived quietly in Middle-earth for many long years before other folk became even aware of them. Basically, the hobbits remained hidden. They weren't famous until late in the Third Age in the stories of Bilbo and Frodo, when they became important and renowned. It is for this reason that I wish the Rings of Power didn't give us any stories about hobbits. They didn't do anything important yet, and I wish they just stuck to the stories that Tolkien actually wrote. That being said, hobbits would have certainly existed in the Second Age, since we know they go all the way back to the Elder Days. Let me know in a comment down below if you like the inclusion of hobbits in the Rings of Power. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing and checking out my other Middle-earth videos. Also check out the amazing music, artwork, and sources I consulted for the making of this video in the description below.